Welcome everybody to the 2024 inaugural Larry Bird Caucasian Team Draft. I am Chuck Swellington here with my co-host, Anything Goes. Anything, how are you?
I'm doing great, Chuck, and I'll tell you, it's a great day to be white.
A great day to be white indeed, Anything. Just like every day. Today, there is going to be a draft. Team Ant and Team CJ have both made preparations for weeks, gathering information on all of the qualifying candidates to see who will be drafted to their respective Caucasian teams. There are a list of rules that were provided for this draft. Anything goes. Would you like to go over those rules?
Most definitely, Chuck. So there's 4 simple rules for this draft. Each team will have alternating picks until we have a total of 32 white people chosen. That's 16 each for those of you dumbasses that can't count. 16 Ant, 16 CJ. Another rule is everyone must be alive. That's right. Number 3, if they are biracial, they can't ever have been recorded saying the word. Rule number 4, no fictional characters.
No Tommy Egans and no Billy Hoyles in this draft.
Chuck, how do you feel about this draft?
I'm actually really excited. With the list of great whites that there are out there, I'm really looking forward to see who are the top 32 coveted white people by the Ant and CJ show. Let's see what happens.
Let's go. Sounds like pick number 1 is in. Let's go to the stage and see who gets chosen.
With the first pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant selects Elliot Page.
Chuck, this is a shocker. For the first choice of the night, we're drafting the transgender legend, Elliot Page, formerly known as Juno, formerly known as L. Page. How are we feeling about this pick, Chuck?
I think that it's a surprise pick at the first pick. Risky pick for Team Ant, but wow.
We're moving on. Seems like CJ has the second choice, and it seems like the pick is in. Chuck, let's go to that stage and see what happens.
With the first pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ is taking Robert De Niro. Whoa, and a big fish off the board. Team CJ selects Robert De Niro, legendary actor. Anything, what do you think of this one?
Quite honestly, this is a big choice. As a native New Yorker, you know, Robert De Niro has a solid place in our heart. Robert De Niro is a solid choice for Team CJ.
Robert De Niro, a pick that speaks for itself, very worthy of the number 1 pick. And it seems like pick number 2 for Team Ant might be in. Let's check out the stage.
With the second pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant selects Lindsay Lohan.
I'll tell you, Chuck, this is one event she won't be missing, like those court dates.
Hide your cocaine if you have some. Lindsay Lohan is now officially a part of Team Ant.
Lindsay Lohan, just a generational actress, man. And now she's a proud member of Team Ant. Let's just hope Team Ant doesn't find themselves in any legal troubles.
I wouldn't let her drive my car.
And with that, it sounds like the chime is ringing. The time is dinging. Let's go back to that stage as Team CJ is coming out to announce their pick number 2.
With the second pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects Meryl Streep. And it's Meryl Streep.
The best actress of her generation, as they call her.
With a record 21 Academy Award nominations, Meryl Streep is definitely a legend for whites from New Jersey. So, shout out to New Jersey for this pick.
Great choice on Team CJ there with Meryl Streep.
The devil doesn't only wear Prada and now wears a Team CJ jersey.
Oh, that's one that'll be hung from the rafters when she kicks the bucket.
Great observation, Anything Goes. It looks like a representative for Team Ant has taken the stage to announce pick 3. Let's listen in.
With the third pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant selects Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler at pick number 3. The one who doesn't give a fuck about what he wears or looks like on a daily basis, but a generational actor and a comedian at its finest. Chuck Swellington, how do you feel about this choice at number 3?
I think it's a very, very telling moment for Team Ant. It's good to know that, regardless of the setting, Ant can't go anywhere without his big daddy.
It seems that's indeed the case. You don't mess with the Zohan. It seems like the third pick is in for Team CJ. Chuck, let's go to that stage and see who gets chosen this time.
With the third pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects Keanu Reeves. Surprising pick at pick number 3 for Team CJ. Neo himself, the one, John Wick. Keanu Reeves at number 3. What do you think about this? Anything goes.
Would John Wick kill Batman in a fight?
As long as you don't mess with his dog, I think anything's possible, anything goes.
Anything goes, and it looks like it's time to go back to the stage as pick number 4 for Team Ant is in. Let's listen in.
With the fourth pick, the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant selects Ryan Reynolds.
Mr. Deadpool himself, and quite honestly, a male actor that I wouldn't mind getting in front of. If you know what I mean, where I'm saying Chuck Swellington. After all, anything goes. What are your thoughts on this pick?
It seems like pick 4 is in for Team CJ. Let's move on as quickly as possible. With the fourth pick of the Larry Bird 2024 draft, Team CJ selects Elton John. Elton John is the next pick. The wonder on a set of keys, notoriously known for wearing a feathered boa.
I wonder what else he uses that feather to tickle. But I digress. Moving on, it looks like pick number 5 for Team Ant is in.
The answer is probably Elliot Page is what else he's tickling.
With the fifth pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant selects Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And the pick is in. It looks like it's the Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. He told you he'd be back, and he's back on Team Ant. Chuck Wellington. What do you feel about this choice?
I am getting from word from some insiders backstage that there was a little contention with the Arnold Schwarzenegger pick, given that Negger is part of his name. Team CJ did try to contest the pick, but the judges did allow for it to go through. Risky pick there for Team Ant.
Let's go to the stage as Team CJ is in with pick 5.
With the fifth pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects Michael Phelps. And swimming to the finish line, pick 5, Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian in Team USA's history. Michael Phelps, pick 5. What a good one for Team CJ.
Now, I'll tell you one thing, Chuck. That breaststroke that he has there is uncanny. Great pick for Team CJ.
That elite backstroke might come in handy. Just keep him away from your wife.
Or husband, depending on what happens.
Shout out to Elliot Page. Let's see what's going on with number 6 for Team Ant.
With the sixth pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant selects Margot Robbie.
And Team Ant goes with Barbie herself, Margot Robbie. And that is a choice that I adore.
I think it is a terrific choice to have Margot Robbie go here at 6.
And it seems like we unfortunately have to cut it short here, Chuck, as we have to go back to the stage as pick number 6 is in for Team CJ.
With the 6th pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects Tom Brady. Anything goes. What do you think of this one?
I'll tell you one thing, that's a great choice by Team CJ because that is one person that knows how to sling a pigskin. So, great choice over there as Tom Brady, who unfortunately got divorced from Gisele Bundchen. So, Gisele, if you're out there, give me a call because with me, anything goes. Talking of reinflation, it seems like we're going back to the stage as pick number 7 is in for Team Ant.
With the seventh pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant selects Sydney Sweeney.
Inflation indeed. Team Ant has done the impossible and chosen to choose boobs over anything, as we have chosen the very nicely well-endowed, well-chested Sydney Sweeney. Chuck, what's your thought on these? This choice.
Well, with Margot Robbie and Sydney Sweeney at back-to-back picks for Team Ant, I know what's on their mind for the after party.
Looks like we got to jump back to the stage as pick number 7 is in for Team CJ. Let's see what they go with.
With the 7th pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects Leonardo DiCaprio. And he's the king of the world indeed, Leonardo DiCaprio at number 7. Anything goes. What do you think of the pick?
Looking at the pick and how Team CJ is going, Robert De Niro, Keanu Reeves, Meryl Streep, and now Leo DiCaprio, I'll tell you.
Team Ant might have some catching up to do. And it seems like pick 8 might be in for Team Ant. Let's take a listen.
With the 8th pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant selects Tom Cruise.
It's the Maverick himself, the one who does his own stunts. It is not an impossible choice, but it always is a mission impossible. The Scientologist, the one who doesn't believe in reviving, the one who doesn't believe in taking medication. It is Tom Cruise. What do you feel about this one, Chuck Swellington?
Well, I just got news from my inside sources. Tom Cruise is backstage, jumping on a couch in celebration. Great for him. Great for him. Pick number 8 for Team Ant. What an exciting day.
It is a very exciting day indeed, and it seems like we might just have to hold on to that excitement as pick number 8 seems to be in for Team CJ. Let's go to the stage and see who they're going with next.
With the 8th pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects Jim Carrey. And the pick is in. It is Jim Carrey, known for his multiple roles, the Mask himself, backstage causing all kinds of havoc, now a member of Team CJ.
Somebody stop me. I just can't. I honestly, I don't think Team CJ can be stopped. They're just building a team here of actors and actresses. I mean, Team Ant definitely seems like they have a strategy up their sleeves. But Team CJ, I'm telling you, they're going for an Oscar here or an Academy Award. I don't know, Chuck, but I do know is that pick number 9 is in for Team Ant. Let's go to the stage.
With the 9th pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant has elected to choose, with the preface that she must shower, Mila Kunis.
Well, buy some soap and take a shower, because she definitely does it. It is Mila Kunis at number 9 for Team Ant. Chuck, what do you feel about this? I can smell it from over here.
You can smell the excitement in the building, anything goes, and it has a strong, musky smell of armpits. And it sounds like we've got our next pick, number 9 for Team CJ, being announced at the moment. With the 9th pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects Martha Stewart. And White Oprah is off the board. Martha Stewart herself. This is a great pick for Team CJ. Anything goes. What do you think?
From decorating interiors to getting high, Martha Stewart does it all, and now she'll be doing everything on Team CJ. Great choice there. I'm telling you, you got desserts, you got interior design, you got your Weed Connect.
Make sure to keep Martha Stewart away from Lindsay Lohan.
And with that, it seems like pick number 10 is in for Team Ant. Let's go to the stage and see what we're doing.
With the 10th pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant selects Justin Bieber.
Baby, baby, baby. Oh, where's Selena Gomez? Definitely not in this building, but Team Ant has decided to shock the nation and choose the wannabe black guy, Justin Bieber, at number 10. Chuck, what are your thoughts on this surprising choice?
I think this is an amazing pick, anything goes. I think that Team Ant has really got a plan here. Justin Bieber definitely has a strong Weed Connect. He gets his peaches out in Georgia.
And with that, we're jumping down to the stage as choice number 10 for Team CJ is on the board. Let's listen in.
With the 10th pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects George Clooney.
It's Mr. Casamigos himself at number 10. Team CJ has elected to choose George Clooney. Chuck, it seems they got their weed connect, they got their liquor connect. Where could Team CJ be going next? Chuck, what are your thoughts?
Team CJ is partying tonight, anything goes. It is very apparent.
The representative from Team Ant has hit the stage. Let's listen in and see what we're going with.
With the 11th pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant selects Ryan Gosling.
Chuck, you see this sweater? It's boyfriend material, and that's at number 11. Ryan Gosling has been chosen for Team Ant. Chuck, what are your thoughts?
Well, Team Ant just got significantly more handsome, that's for sure.
I'll tell you one thing, though. I think they were already built handsome once they chose Elliot Page. That's one handsome devil over there. Jumping onto the stage as Team CJ is choosing at the next pick. Let's listen in.
With the 11th pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects Adele. Hello, it's me, Adele, taken with the number 11 pick. Anything goes. What do you think of this one?
I'll tell you one thing. It definitely does feel a little bit sadder in here. And oh, what it would be to be 21 again. Adele, an interesting, surprising choice. I mean, you know, she shed a lot of weight, and now she's shedding her way over to Team CJ. Great choice over there at number 11. But it seems we got to jump to the stage as pick number 12 on Team Ant is in.
With the 12th pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant selects Eminem.
And the pick is Eminem. What a surprising pick for Team Ant. The fact that Eminem fell so deep in this draft, what a steal. Anything goes. What do you think of this one?
Quite honestly, it's shocking to me. You know, Eminem, I always considered him to be black. Just kidding. Ha ha ha. But you know what? I will say I am a little shocked that he's at number 12. I would have had Eminem a little bit higher up in this list if I would have been personally choosing. But what can we say? Let's jump down to the stage as pick number 12 for the Team CJ is in.
With the 12th pick in the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects Tony Hawk. And the pick is in. It is skateboard legend Tony Hawk. What a surprising pick here. Anything goes. What do you think of this one?
This is a surprising choice, definitely. Tony Hawk at number 12 for Team CJ. That's interesting. Let's see what happens at number 13 for Team Ant.
With the 13th pick, the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant selects Lady Gaga.
And the pick is in. If it isn't the original Butterface, indeed, it's Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga at number 13. Her body is a wonderland. Her face is a dungeon. Moving on, Chuck, what are your thoughts on this pick?
I think it's a fantastic pick for Team Ant. I think it was very creative for Lady Gaga to show up here tonight in an ostrich egg. Fantastic, fantastic fashion choice.
You know, it's funny. I thought she'd show up wearing meat. My meat, that is. Let's go back to the stage as it seems Team CJ is ready to choose at 13.
With the 13th pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects Scarlett Johansson. And it is Scarlett Johansson. That is a great one coming off the board for Team CJ. We're going to be heating up some Jergens tonight. Isn't that right? Anything goes.
I'm more of an Aveeno guy, you know. Smooth healing, nice and soft skin. But that's enough here. TMI. Moving on to pick number 14 for Team Ant.
With the 14th overall pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant has elected to select Emma Watson.
Harry Potter and Ron Weasley, you better hide, because anything goes. We'll be showing this next choice his magic wand. Emma Watson at number 14 for Team Ant. How do you feel about this one, Chuck?
Emma Watson, what a fantastic pick. I tell you, anything goes. My just did a Wingardium Leviosa.
I see what you did there, and mine is too. It's poking a hole into this table. But going on down to the stage, as it seems, pick number 14 for Team CJ is in.
With the 14th pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects Riley Reed. And speaking of holes in the table, the glory hole goddess herself, Riley Reed, has come off the board. Anything goes. What do you think of this one?
I'll tell you one thing. That's one hole I'm looking to fill. And moving on, it seems pick number 15 for Team Ant is in and on the books. Let's listen in on the stage as we go with pick 15 for Team Ant.
With the 15th overall pick, Team Ant selects Autumn Falls.
It seems summer has ended and autumn has fallen upon us as Autumn Falls is chosen at pick 15. I'll tell you one thing, that rack is definitely here to stay. Chuck Swellington.
Well, I am getting word here that the Autumn Falls pick may be disqualified, as Autumn Falls has been discovered to be Puerto Rican.
I'll tell you one thing. It's okay for her to get drafted if she identifies as white. We must look into that a little bit further. But Autumn Falls at 15, potentially disqualified. We'll have to take a look at the rule book and take a look with the committee a little bit later and see what happens with Team Ant. But we have to move on as Team CJ has now hit the stage and they're ready to make pick 15. Let's listen in.
With the 15th pick in the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects Clint Eastwood. Well, we've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly tonight, and Clint Eastwood just solidified it. The old gunslinger himself, still hanging around on old age, fighting off the Grim Reaper. Anything goes. What do you think of this one?
I'll tell you one thing. Surprising choice by Team CJ, as it doesn't seem this man has much left in his life. But he might leave a vacancy very soon for another team member on this team. So, let's see what happens. But surprising choice indeed for Team CJ. Let's hit the stage as it seems the final pick is in for Team Ant of this evening. Let's listen.
With the 16th and final pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team Ant has chosen to select Elizabeth Olsen.
If it isn't the only Olsen that actually does have a little ass, Elizabeth Olsen chosen at 16 to end the white draft for Team Ant. Surprising choice. The Scarlet Witch herself, who is going to be setting some spells on that ant, and I only wish to watch. Chuck Swellington, what are your thoughts on this choice?
Well, I think it is a risky last pick. That celebratory dinner is going to have plenty of food to give away with Elizabeth Olsen on the pick. She's not going to be eating much.
And it seems we have to jump to the stage as the 16th and final pick is in for Team CJ. Let's listen in and see who they go with.
With the final pick of the 2024 Larry Bird Draft, Team CJ selects Jennifer Lawrence. And the pick is in. It is Katniss Everdeen herself to round out the final pick for Team CJ. And what a way to close this thing out. Anything goes. Do you have anything for us?
I volunteer as tribute because that is one tribute I... If you understand what I'm talking about, Chuck.
Oh, anything.
Chuck, it seems that that's it. Our white draft of 2024 in honor of Larry Bird has come to a commencement. What are your thoughts on these team choices and where they went?
I think both teams did an incredible job. We had some surprise picks this evening, but goddamn did we have fun. This has been incredible. It's been a fantastic evening, and from what I hear, both teams are in the back celebrating and popping champagne bottles.
I don't think bottles of champagne are the only thing that's being popped back there. If you know what I mean, anything goes. I'll tell you one thing. Any evening with Margot Robbie must be swellington. Chuck, we are out of here as this ends this evening and this draft. Honestly, it was an amazing evening, an amazing event. Larry Bird, this one is for you.
All right, I've got to get to the hospital. I've had an erection for more than 4 hours. I've got